Did I accidentally hit the go live button? I probably did. They don't call me Low Tech Dan for nothing. Coming to you live from Bye Bye City. It's Dan and Minnie's journey. I happen to be Dan. Since we have started early, can I ask a question? Has anybody ever tried this drink right here? Pepsi Calamansi. It's delightful. Sugar-free. 0 carbs. I highly recommend it. If you have this in your local sorry store, you might want to check it out. I think I'll have another swallow. Ah, that hits the spot. It's delicious. $12 million people in the house so far. We've got another minute or 30 seconds to go before it's 8 p.m. straight up in the Philippines. LV Rose in the house. Oh my God, I was looking at predictions for earthquakes in the Philippines. It scares the crap out of me. It really does, LV. That'll be okay. You probably won't feel anything when the big one hits. What, Dan? You mean we haven't had the big one yet? It doesn't seem as though we have. Seems like it's on the way, but it probably will affect Manila, Quezon City area more than it will hit the southern part of the Philippines, the island of Leyte or Davao, Mindanao, those areas. But it could happen. It could happen. Anime Reyes is in the house. Viking Gaming is here. Elsie Villanueva is here. God repairs. God knows I need lots of repairing. Mawoma is here. Good evening, good evening. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. RD Vlogs is here. Cindy B. Where have you been, Cindy B? Minerva is here. Winnie is here. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Glinda Montero, number 2. Angelique Magzino is here. Madeline Reyes. Ivy Provido is here. I hope I said that right. Anna G. Nicole Hartz. Chrissy Mama posting me out and shouting me out everywhere. I do appreciate that. Francis is here. Rider Adventure, as always, and always a winner. Larice Juice is close by. I'm almost sure of it. Conan Girl. Oh, that's a sexy girl right there. And Jean Avery is in the house as well. Thanks so much for stopping by. We're going to start spinning the wheel right off the bat. Right from the get-go, as they say. Diosa Mariana is here. How are you? I'm sure you're most likely gonna have a chance to win a prize tonight also. Oh, let's get where am I? I'm still in media. What am I doing there? Lorraine Pajares is here. Pajares. Do I say that right? Where the J is silent? Do you ever have a Cano pronounce your name? Pajares. Hey, Pajares is here. Pajares. Lorraine Pajares is in the house. I bet you it's happened to you before. How about when you were a little kid in school? Is that your maiden name or your surname, or is that your married name? Did you have a lot of trouble? If it's your married name, let me ask you a question about that. Did you have to practice looking in the mirror before you got married? And then you're going Pajares, 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 something like that. Because you didn't want to blow it. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. and Mrs. Pajares. Crystal's adventure is here. Angelique, Elsie Villanueva. Hello. It was a busy day today. Kind of crazy because I'm acting a little bit silly, aren't I? Yes. Lorraine, uh, forgive me for having a little bit of fun with your name. It's just a fun name to play around with, you know? Lorraine Pajares. Hmm. Man, that's good. Whew, you know, people talked about how someone told me you take the Coca-Cola, the Coke Zero, you pour it over ice, right? And then you add 3 calamansi fruit in there. And they say that is the most delicious drink that they have ever had. Mom Sheen Dang is here. Jason is in the house. JC. And anyway, so I couldn't find it, because I couldn't find any Coke Zero on the shelf. It's hard to find, right? Good evening, Laurice. But I did find this, right? It's a mass-produced Pepsi with calamansi. It can't possibly taste anywhere near the original Coke and calamansi, right? So anyway, but I was desperate. I couldn't find Coke Zero. I have to have low carb or no carb, no sugar, no anything, nothing. Life is boring. So if you want a boring life, you try Pepsi with calamansi. You got T 0 calorie. But I'm addicted to it. Probably before this live stream is over, I'll be hitting the fridge for another bottle. I got it cooling down right now. This came straight from the Metro store. This came straight. There you go. Now you can see it. See that? It's even got pictures of the calamansi on the bottle. They as far as I'm concerned, Pepsi, when they did this, they one-upped Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola thought they had it going on regionally, and look what Pepsi does. They move right in there, and they roll this out. Calamansi, sugar-free Pepsi. In your face, Coke! In your face! What are you, sleeping at the wheel? What are you guys, asleep over there, Coke? No wonder your sales are in the toilet. No wonder. No, I'm not saying that Coke tastes like toilet water. I'm not saying that at all. As a matter of fact, I still like Coke. I just can't find it anywhere. You can find original Coke, but heck, who is buying that, right? Who's buying that? No one. They want Coke Zero. That's for all of us hanging around with high IQs, right? Get it? Coke Zero, high IQ. Never mind. Oh, for that, I'll try it if I happen to go to the grocery store. Yes. And Des, have you ever tried this? Pepsi with calamansi? Pepsi with calamansi. In fact, I was thinking about putting a few more calamansi in it. I probably will if I get around to having a second bottle tonight. All right. I was saying I'm a little bit worn out tonight. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get right into it. We're going to start spinning the wheel of joy. It's Saturday night. It's what do they call it? Red Horse Night, Red Horse Holiday. And so that provided to you by San Miguel Light or San Miguel. Oh my God. You haven't seen it in the store yet? I found this in the Metro on the shelf while I was looking for the elusive Coke Zero, for which there was none. Do you guys know that every time I go searching around for Coke Zero, you practically have to beat the people. You have to take your baseball bat. You have to take your pickleball racket with you. You have to beat the crowd off of the Coke Zero, right? Everybody knows this. It's in short supply. I'm not sure they're having a supply issue with sugar-free Coke in Manila. They might be, but logistically speaking, it's difficult to move soda around the country, right? And so people, as soon as they get the word that there's soda on the shelf, that there's Coke Zero on the shelf, everybody they're running over there. They're running over there to the Save More, and they're grabbing cases of it, not one can or two. You know how expats are. They're pushing everybody out of the way. They're throwing cases in their shopping cart. They're hitting the checkout line. And I'm telling you, they're paying thousands of pesos for Coke Zero. And then you know what they're doing? They're selling it out the back door of their house. I've seen it happen. I swear to you, I've seen it happen. And they're charging double money for it. You remember when, I don't know if you guys heard about this or not. It's reminding me when they had the bridge problem of bringing trucks across the bridge that connect the islands of Samar and Leyte. So the bridge connects what? Northern Leyte or Tacloban in with Samar, the southern part of Samar. So basically they're taking the Roro across from Luzon, from the island, the big island. I don't know, some kind of way. My geography is all messed up, but you know, they're coming down through Samar to get to Leyte. And if you recall, they were repairing the bridge. The bridge got damaged in one of the typhoons. Big surprise there. Anyway, it swung a little bit too much to the left or something. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't remember all the particular details. But we had a San Miguel shortage here. You couldn't get your hands on anything. You couldn't get your hands on Red Horse. You couldn't get your hands on regular San Miguel Pilsner. You had to fight for San Miguel Light. And that silly apple drink that all the women's enjoy. You know, the silly San Miguel. What is it? What is that? Soda? What is that? Is there even 1 ounce of alcohol in that bottle of beer? Apple flavored something, right? One of the most popular beers that they got. Well, so what people were doing is they were hitting the road. They were hitting the road, brothers and sisters, with their pickup trucks and their flatbeds. And they were going up to Manila and they were loading up. They were loading up on San Miguel beer and Red Horse to the ceiling, you know, till they couldn't flat tires on the flatbeds. They had so much beer loaded up on there, right? And they were making their way down through Samar, you know, which ain't an easy journey, doing the old loop-de-loops on the turns in the mountains, all that. Coming down through Tacloban, that is not an easy journey to come from Tacloban. If we were lucky, we would end up with a couple of cases of San Miguel or Red Horse beer here in Baybay City, Leyte. And none would make it down to Masan City because it was gone by then. It was all sold out. And they were selling this for double and triple money. But you never want to interfere. You never want to get in the way between a person and their Red Horse. Is that true? That's true, right? All right. So never get in between that. They'll pay anything they need to in order to get a bottle of Red Horse, right? In order to get a case. And they were rationing it too, right? Of course, we had the connect. So, I mean, we were getting 3 or 4 cases, you know, at a time, but they'd be gone like that. No, I wasn't selling them out the back door. We were drinking them. What do you think? You know, we weren't selling them out the back door. We could have. You know, it was possible, but we didn't do that. We were thirsty. So we threw them back, you know, like this. It was delightful. That's how we roll in the Philippines, though, you know? That's how we roll. All right, let's get going. Everybody here, they know. Oh, you like that? That's from the touristy store, you know, that one that, what do they call it? Island Paradise Souvenirs or whatever it's called. They're everywhere. They're at the terminal. They're at the airport. They're at the casinos. They're in the fancy hotels. They have a stand. That's where this come from. It's overpriced. You know, I think I paid 500 pesos. I tried to talk her down on it, but she just would not budge. No, sir, we don't do that up in here. This ain't the Bargain City. This isn't the 99 peso store. This is the official Cebu souvenir stand, which means you got to pay triple money for that bad boy right there. So I got that and the shirt, and I think a pair of shoes too. Yeah, of course they've got I Love Cebu shoes somewhere, you know. And so sometimes I'm totally and completely Cebu branded. It's the most ridiculous thing that you've ever seen. People laugh at me, but not too hard. They just feel sorry for me because I go walking down the street. I'm wearing all my Cebu garb, and they're like, "Oh, isn't that cute? Look at the old senior." I could hear him talking. Oh, look at the cute little old senior man with that young 16-year-old girl over there. Isn't that special? She's not 16. People can be so ridiculous, you know what I mean? You know how the province of the Philippines is. They can be gossipers. But they always say, "Oh, isn't that so cute? Look at the cute couple. He's all branded in I love Cebu wear." It's ridiculous. Mark is in the house. I always point to Minnie saying, "What's that old man doing with that high school girl over there?" It's embarrassing. Oh my God, I'm not even supposed to be talking about this stuff. I'll end up getting deported like regular guy. Oh, no. No, no, I don't want that. I don't want deportation. No, don't want anybody to complain about me, nor my jokes, quite frankly. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started with the games. All right, let the games begin. Oh, I haven't thrown out a number because I'm a little bit moody. But let's start off with 100 pesos on this first round. I'm not saying we're going to have 10 or 15 or 100 rounds. I'm not saying anything. Just when I feel like it, or I take a peek inside my GCash account to see if I have any money left, that's when we'll call it. Where maybe I'll give away a little bit more than this in the later contest, later spinning of the wheel. I really don't know how we're going to do this. I just decided that that's all we were going to do because Dan's been too serious lately. Nobody wants a serious Dan, right? So this first round, we're going to go for 100 pesos. So when I put start in the chat next to our channel name, when that appears, you may guess a number of between 1 and 45. Tim Diziak is in the house. Wilfredo is here. Daniel, my brother, is here. LV Rose, don't ever change. You're number one. Let's go. Start guessing. Come on. 26 million people in the house. 26 people me in the house. Let's go. All right. Shouldn't take that long for all of you to enter in a number. One and one only. No cheating. No making your number disappear just because you saw someone ahead of you guess it. You will be disqualified. There will be no coal in your Christmas stocking this September. All right. I'm getting ready to enter the stop guessing command. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop guessing. Everybody below that appears on there, below our channel name or that stop guessing command, you're just plain out of luck. It's too little too late. You'll have to wait till the next round. All right. Let me bring up the Wheel of Joy. Yahoo! Here it is. The Wheel of Joy. Here we go. We're spinning without delay. Spin, spin, spin. Where it stops, only the wheel knows, I suppose. Like this stuff. Love it, as a matter of fact. What do we got? Oh no, don't do that to me. Thank you. Number 15. Number 15. That would have been horrible if it would have pulled up number 16. I would have had to have gone to church tomorrow and done penance. What do they call that? Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 35 years since I've been to confession. How do you do that? I can't hardly remember. Mark wins. What? Right off the bat, Mark's a winner. Mark's a winner. And you know something, Mark, congratulations. You're the winner of 100 pesos. I'm sure that Crystals is very proud of you right now. Yes, indeed. Congrats to you. Congrats to you, Mark. All right. That's a pretty good start, I would say. Now, if you look up here on the wheel, you can see I'm going to put my pointer on it that number 15 is gone off the wheel. That means that if you guess number 15 from here on out, you're a loser. It's impossible for you to win. You will lose because Mark is a winner with number 15. So that means that Mark is also out of play. Poor Crystals. Mark is now out of play. He can just sit around and root the rest of us on. Maybe Crystals will win. I don't know. It would be nice if Crystals will, she turns out to win also. They'll have dual winners in the household, right? All right, let's go again. Oh my gosh. Let's go again. When I put start in the chat next to our channel name, when it appears, that is, please select for pesos 100 a number between 1 and 45. I already explained 10 times. Don't choose number 15. Mark already did and he won. It's no longer available on the wheel. Let's see what happens this time around. While the wheel is on rest, I'll just keep the picture of the wheel up. Spinning wheel, da da da, yeah da 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 da. I'm gonna give you a couple more seconds, because some of you need it, and so I'll give you an extra 5 seconds. How about that? They're one of two of you that just are too busy trying to make money in those other live streams that you're not paying attention to, Sir Dan. I know what's going on. Don't think that I don't know what's going on. You're trying to make as much money as you possibly can tonight. I don't blame you. The economy is getting a little bit tough out there. All right, here we go. I'm putting in the stop guessing command. You've had plenty of time. Leah and Lila Vlogs is here. Welcome in with number 22. I'm entering the stop guessing command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's all done but the crying or the winning. Here we go. We're spinning the wheel. Looking for a winner. We're hunting a winner down. Another sip of my soda. See, we can pull down winner number 2. Oh, yeah. Are you going to stay there? Are you going to move over? Oh, 26. Do we have a peso 100 winner with number 26? It's Infinity. Infinity is in the house. John Ray is here. Chrissy, Mama, JC. I better be good. And Anime says no winner. That's good enough for me. No winner, no winner. Charmaine is here. Charam is here. I get so mixed up. Welcome in, everybody. 29 million people in the house. Francis, let's go again. When I put start in the chat next to our channel name, start guessing a number between 1 or 45, but don't guess 15 nor 26 because they are now out of play. They've been spoken for. Let's go. As soon as you see that, you may start guessing. Mark is the only winner that we have so far tonight, winning pesos 100 by selecting number 15 right out the gate. 31 million people want to play. Chrissy Mama selecting number 43 with Tim Deziak. Coming up right behind it, number 11. All right, looks like we're ready to go, Ramil. Getting ready to enter the stop guessing command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start looking for it. When the stop appears, it's all over. Let's spin the wheel. I think the wheel is still up and visible. I got my little mouse arrow heading over there. Spinner, spinner, spinner. Here we go. By for a winner. Stand by for a winner. Let's see who's going to be the lucky winner on this next run. All right, come on. Bring it. Bring it. Bring us a winner. Bring us a winner. Is that number 10? It certainly is number 10. We have to have somebody in the crowd that selected number 10 for pesos 100. There's got to be someone. Mertz is here. Hi, Mertz. What? Glenda Montero is a winner of pesos 100. Glenda, congratulations. Now, don't wait until the last minute, you guys, to send me a messenger with your GCASH account number on it so I could send this money off to you right away. You don't have to wait until the live stream is over before sending the message. Just make sure it's on a separate line all by itself. So all I have to do is copy the account number and paste it into GCash. It goes very, very fast that way. And so we're looking forward to getting that in the messenger. If you don't know how to get a hold of me, just ask somebody. Like last night, I think somebody asked somebody, right? And they said they were able to direct them to where Dan was. And so I was able to get their winnings out. Congratulations to all the winners from last night. And tonight, Mark is the winner with 100 pesos, as well as Glenda Montero. All right, so here's the numbers that have been selected so far. You'll see that they've already disappeared from the wheel. Number 10 is gone. Number 26 ain't there no more. And number 15 is out of play. All those are gone. So I'm just keeping track for you guys, but you actually should be the people keeping track, right? I shouldn't have to go through every single time which numbers are out of play. Lady Ann's channel is in the house. Lady Ann, welcome in, welcome in. We're getting ready to go for game number 3 for pesos 100. That's 100 Philippine pesos. When you see start appear in the chat next to our channel name, please select the number between 1 and 45, but not 15, 26, or 10. They've already been spoken for. They're out of here. They're no longer available on the wheel. Let's go. We're looking for a winner. I hope we find one. Oh, I dropped my pen. Oh, I don't know where it is. That's not good. My pen is lost. All right, I got it. Got it back. Right underneath my feet. Okay, it's almost time for me to enter the stop guessing command. I'm entering it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stop guessing. All right. You know, before we spin the wheel, I want to share a quick story. So we go over to City Hardware today because we had to pick up a shelf. We need to get the place cleaned up. I'll tell you why. The decision has been made between Minnie and I what we're going to be doing with this house. And it probably is not going to be too shocking, but we're going to go ahead and pull all the licenses down to turn this into a student dormitory, right? We're going to go ahead and rent the bed spacers out. And so we posted on Facebook, you know, we hired a marketing consultant who's going to help us out, get it going. And right away we got, oh my gosh, I bet you there were something like 100 inquiries just like that. So I think we know that we're on the right track, you know, with this idea, you know, passive income. Let's get it going. I don't have a whole lot of confidence that the economy is going to do anything except get, you know, inflation is going to probably keep going up. Things aren't going to become cheaper. Once prices change at the grocery store, you got to figure out a way to pay for the food, right? And so even I am a little bit concerned about that. And so I wanted some guaranteed income. Well, it's not really guaranteed, but I wanted steady income that we could depend on to offset some of these expenses. I'm going to probably be doing a video about this because there's some interesting things that we discovered about, how this whole thing works. All right, Tim, thanks for dropping by. This whole thing works it's such a great thing. Oh, it's okay, Larry. Um, because of a tax treaty, I'm going to do this in a video. I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of why we decided to go this way. If we convert the second house into a rooming house, we get to depreciate the cost of building the houses on our U.S. tax returns. And so, it's a pretty amazing thing. Now, when I tell people that this opportunity exists, they are shocked. They had no idea. You mean you could actually build a house in the Philippines and depreciate it, take it back on your U.S. taxes? And the answer is, yup, you most certainly can. It's a friggin' amazing world that we live in. And so, but of course, you have to attempt to turn it into a business. You can't let it just, sit there doing nothing and pretend. You actually have to show the good faith effort that you're trying to make business out of it. And then you expense all your costs of doing businesses, and you could take it against your U.S. tax returns. So right now, I have somebody handling the marketing, and I have somebody handling the tax part of it to make sure that I don't screw up. There's a whole bunch of more stuff involved here, but I'm excited because in my future, some of you already have achieved, this. If you're an expat, that is you've achieved where you've got zero tax obligation. Unfortunately, I'm not there. Minnie and I aren't there. We still pay taxes every year on our income. I kind of would like that to not be there anymore. And so when I found out that we could do this, first I couldn't believe it, and then I double and triple checked, and then I found out, oh my gosh, for every dollar that we spent building this house, so long as we turn it into a rooming house, we get to deduct it off of our tax return for the next 30 years. I could not believe it. Life just, it's so weird. It's so strange, All right, let's go. So most of you have guessed already. We're going to spin the wheel, see if we can come up with another winner. Let's go for Pesos 100. Let's see if we could find winner number 3. Wow, that's a good solid number 22. Number 22. Also, another reason why I should say this is great is because it gives us the opportunity to give away more money. Of course, if you're saving it on the front end, you're giving it away on the back end. Something like that. You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? You're the beneficiaries of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Who won? Ramil. What? Are you serious? That's great. Congratulations. Make sure that you send me that GCASH number so that I know where to send your winnings of Pesos 100. How about that? If you don't know how to get a hold of me, somebody will. Well, you do. It's been 10 years, though, since you've won anything from me, I think. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Not that long, right? So I probably have it somewhere, but I ain't looking for it. I want you to provide it to me. Ramel Guapo. You have to provide it to me. All right. So all that stuff, we're far away from the university. That was the other thing I wanted to mention about this whole thing. We are far away. LV Rose, what do you got going on there? 20 years. Me, 20 years already. Oh, and Nicole Hartz is here. So here's the thing, this is all good. All this stuff that's happening is good. We had to go over to City Hardware and buy some shelving. And then we have to start buying the equipment, things that we need in order to have this thing properly licensed, pass inspection, and all this other stuff. So you have to go get barangay clearance. Most of you know how this business works. You got to go and you got You got to get a license. You got to get all your TIN numbers, register your business with the BIR. Everybody pretty much knows how this whole thing goes. You need fire extinguishers in every room, smoke detectors I've already bought. So we were down there at City Hardware spending money. And then I was thinking to myself, maybe we should get lockers, right? Is that actually the business you want to get into? Oh, it's a good business. Well, we got to talk privately about this, LV, because I got some interesting things I learned. So anyway, I was going to say that it could be a little bit expensive to get started. We got to buy the beds and all that stuff. We have a few beds already. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. Wait, 1, 2. We have bunk beds, 2 sets. 1, 2. We have buying 2 more sets, 3, 4, and 1 queen size bed already set up. So one room is too small to cram a whole bunch of people in it. So we won't be doing that. And they're big rooms, so I'm not stacking people up on top of each other like we're warehousing. The main objective is generating, money for a business so that I can take advantage of some tax write-offs that the U.S. government allows us to take. That's pretty much what it's all about. In a way, if I can achieve zero tax obligation at the end of the year, then I've accomplished my task. Turning profit on the house would be secondary to getting the tax benefits over the course of a year. So that gives you the scheme of what's going on here. Scheme? Well, it gives you a schematic, gives you the plan. So that's pretty much what the plan is. So I kind of gave you the idea of how we ended up there. Once I found out that we could write it off on our taxes, then it completely changed the direction that we were going. I was just going to have it sit there, and now we're gonna turn it into something. It's looking good, I got to tell you. It's looking way better than I could have ever imagined. So let's go. When I put start in the chat next to our channel name, please select the number between 1 and 45 for a chance to win 100 pesos. But don't choose 15, 26, 10, or 22 because those numbers have already been selected. They're no longer on the wheel. See, look, for example, I could prove it. Number 22 is no longer here. Number 15 is gone. Number 15 is gone. And number 26 as well. So basically what this means is pay attention to what's up on the wheel. Don't select any of those numbers. And you'll have a chance also to win pesos 100. As soon as you see start appear, you may start guessing. Good luck, everyone. 28 million people in the house. Shaylee is here. Miro Ladisla is here. Oh my goodness, I'm empty. Holy smokes, I should have lined them all up here. I'm so thirsty, does that mean anything? All right, I'm getting ready. Mildred is here. I'm getting ready to enter the stop guessing command. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop guessing. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Let's spin the wheel looking for a winner for 100 pesos. Round and round we go. Where it stops, only the wheel knows. Or perhaps it doesn't. We're rolling right along here. Ooh. I don't know. Dang, did you see that? That kind of tricked us. I thought it was going to be number 38. It turned out to be 37. Dang. Oh, you will, LV, one day. You will. See what we got. See if we got a winner. Anime says no winner. No winner, no winner, no winner. All right. Instead of listening to Dan talk, let's do it again. When you see start appear in the chat next to our channel name, start guessing a number between 1 and 45. But add 37 to your list. It ain't there no more up on the wheel. All right. Speaking of wheels, 31 million people in the house. I was kind of expecting 40. Ramir is here. Des channel selecting number 41 or number 43. Mom, she with 41. Chrissy, mom at 21. And May at 32. I'm getting ready to enter the stop guessing command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Laney is here. I love saying Laney. All right, here we go. Francis, shout out. Here we go. We're spinning the wheel looking for the next winner. Bam, here we go. Round and round it goes. I'm getting dizzy, as a matter of fact. I keep trying to. I'm getting hypnotized. I guess that's a better way of saying it. Yeah. If I pass out, that's the reason why. Oh, I'm in deep sleep. Do we have a Pestle 100 winner with number? What? How could it be? How could it be number 38 right next door? Let's see. Infinity. Standing by, waiting for the delay. See if we have a winner. Number 38. No winner, Anime says. All right, so people don't get mixed up. Let's go over this again. You're going to choose a number between 1 and 45, but not numbers that have already been selected or called out that are no longer on the wheel. Once somebody calls out a number on the wheel, it disappears. It's over with. It's gonzo. And so far, if you're keeping track, we have number 15 is no longer there. 26 is gone. 10 is out. 22 is history. 37 is out of there. Number 38 was a big surprise, but it's gonzo. All right, so let's do it again. We've given away so far 1, 2, 3. We've given away. Do I have that right? That we've had 3 winners tonight. Mark, Glenda, and Ramil. Did I miss anybody else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts and 3 winners. That only gives us what? That odds are what? 50% of the pulls are winners. Is that how it goes? All right. We're getting ready to guess again. When you see start appear in the chat next to our channel name, then you can start guessing a number between 1 and 45. Let's go. But keep your eye on the wheel. Jenny Vlogs is here. Shout out to Jenny Vlogs. All right. You're going fast. 33 million people in the house at this very moment. Ramir is here with number 10. Is number 10 in players of that? Ramir, did you look up on the wheel? It's out of play. It's gonzo. It's not available to select. I'm getting ready to enter the stop guessing command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop guessing. I'm actually trying to give away 500 pesos tonight, and it looks like I'm only up to 300 thus far. Oh, you are a loser, Ramir. Give it another go on the next round. Loser. Nah, everybody knows here that you're a winner, Ramir. So, yeah, I'm just joking around with you. Joke lang. Here we go. We're spinning the wheel. I wish I had wheel spinning music. Maybe I'll find some, and maybe I'll make some up. I don't know. Some no copyright YouTube music just to make things interesting. No, what? No, say it ain't so. Get out of the 30s. No offense, Infinity. Oh, number 34 is the winning number. Number 34. Do we have a winner at 100 pesos? Number 34. I will stand by. LV Rose. Shaylee is the winner. Yay. That'll buy you a few 5 peso donut snacks, I would say. You'll have to stay out of the Dunkin', but you could get a cup of coffee and a 5 peso donut at the bakery, probably at um what's the name of the famous bakery? Julie's. Yeah, Julie's Bakery, something like that. All right. Here we go. Congratulations, Shaylee. You have Mark, Glinda, Ramil, and yourself. You have 100 pesos coming your way. We got one more spin of the wheel. Let's see if we can find a winner. We've only been here for about 40 minutes or so. And part of the reason why we're doing this so quick is I'm beat. We've been so busy today cleaning and doing different things and watching TV and throwing back Pepsi zero sugar, lime flavored, calamansi flavored drink that, I got to get some sleep now. You're welcome. 2.0. Just make sure everybody sends me their GCASH number. Make it easy for me so I don't have to hunt you down. I don't want to have to hunt you down. I'm an old man. I need my rest. I need my rest. Can you guys see me? Wait a minute. Let me adjust my camera. You can only see the top of my hat, right? What's going on here? Let me get a little bit closer. Forget it. All right, let's do it again. When you see the star appear in the chat next to our channel name, please select the number between 1 and 45. The ones that are already out of play are 15, 26, 10, 22, 37, 38, and 34. Let's go. As soon as you see that appear, you may start guessing at will. Oh, it's fast. 32 million people here. One dropped out, or they're moving between vlogs, taking the opportunity to win as much cash as they possibly can tonight. I don't blame you. Merns, she's probably live right now at the same time she's doing this. She's ambidextrous. How do they call that? She's a lefty and a righty. She's I don't know what I'm saying. Dad's out of control. All right. JC, yeah, that's pretty smart, JC. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna enter the stop guessing command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're starting to figure out the same thing that I am, that perhaps the wheel is not as random as we thought, right? So, I mean, it tends to hang once it gets started. Like we have 15, then we had 10, then it went into the 20s, we had 26, 22, and then it stayed in the 30s. So if you're staying in the 30s, hey, who am I to critique, right? It's probably pretty smart. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel and see if we end up in the 30s again. Round and round it goes. I'm going to do some research on this to see if it actually works that way. If it's not so randomized as I thought. And if it isn't, turns out to be phony baloney, then I'm going to switch wheels. Yes, I will. I'll drop this wheel like a bad dream. Oh, number 5. It threw a curve at us. Number 5 for pesos 100. Let's see if we have a winner. RD Vlogs was off by 1. Leah and Layla's down here with number 5, way down here. Sir Mike is here. Sir Mike? When did Sir Mike pop in? Sir Mike, are you here? I'll be dang. Sir Mike is the winner of pesos 100. Congratulations, Sir Mike. I didn't even know that you were here. I'll be honest with you, You must have entered in without slamming the door. So, Sir Mike is the winner of pesos 100. I'll tell you what we're going to do before you disappear. 35 million people in the house. Yes, certainly will, Mike. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. This going out to Crystal's Adventure, Pesos 100. So it's a double whammy tonight for the Crystals family. Let's do this one. Let's spin one more time. How about we do that? All right. So let's go over it in the numbers again. 15, 26, 10, 22, 37, 38, 34, and 5 are out of play. So keep your eye on the spinning wheel. When we're going to go one last time, right? The bonus round for 100 pesos. When you see start appear in the chat next to our channel name, please select a number from 1 to 45, but not one of the numbers that's already been called out and is no longer on the wheel. Let's go. It's exciting. 36 million people in the house. Yeah, I know. You thought that it was going to be one of Dan's regular boring live streams and that you were going to waltz in towards the last 5 minutes of the live stream and win the money, take all the money home. The joke's on you. It didn't work that way. Dan decided just to do a spin the wheel live stream right from the get-go. Mark won 100 pesos. All right, here we go. I'm going to enter the stop guessing command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you see it appear in the chat, stop guessing. Daniel, my brother, with number 33. Let's see if Mertz wins with number 2. It's a possibility. I think she's pretty smart on that play right there. All right, let's go. We're spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel. This is the bonus round for the last Pesos 100 we're giving away tonight. Here we go. Yee. 24. 24. That snuck up on us. Ivy is here. Rose is here. Mawelma, Mawelma, what are you doing? Stopping by and picking up your paycheck? You know, I'm telling you, it goes like that sometimes, you know. You won again. Dang, Abby G is here. Good evening, Abby G. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Minnie is next door cleaning up, so I don't think she's around to congratulate you folks on your win. Let me remove the wheel and say thanks so much for the support. Thanks for joining us. The channel is back to growing. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, Larry, are you doing a live stream tomorrow? Are you doing a live tomorrow at your usual time? Hope you are. So be paying attention to that. And I most certainly will check in. And we will see everybody on the next live, which will be next week sometime. Bye, everybody. We're out.